Ladies and gentlemen, welcome here at Le Mans. We are here for the Christmas special race number 3 after the Christmas Royals and the Nordschleife race. We are now at Le Mans, the other amazing historical European racetrack. And we are going to have a 15 lapper over here. But I warn you, this is going to be a long race, and also warn you because the fraps are going to be pretty low, I think. Going through the turns, I do know this track, although I know the NR 2003 version a little bit worse than the I knew the Nordschleife version. But overall, I've seen, like, for the past couple of years, I've seen the 24 hours of Le Mans all. But ladies and gentlemen, it's the number 25 car of Thijs van der Voet, who is on the pole position, and he's going to bring the field to the green. The Grand Prix of Le Mans is underway. And let's see, it seems like the 6th car is going to have a better run. Can everybody get through this turn alright? Everybody now single file, but I'm going to tell you, this race can be pretty crazy. I mean, look at this. Everybody made it through that turn alright. But here they go, 3 wide. The turn where Tom Christensen, no, not Tom Christensen, Alec Manish went flying into the fence, up and over he went. Flipping like crazy, that was that turn. Now we're going to enter our first very long stretch. Let's see, it's Dom Caps in the 6th car. Oh, actually Dustin Caps in the 6th car. Damn. Yeah, both they're named D Caps, so, and I know Dom Caps longer than Dustin Caps, so. On the long stretch, there are a couple of very long stretches over here. And look at this racing over here. There's, I think, Ron Anderson over there. And look at this contact. Tyler Everest and Pichu London. William Bedford is right there. And they have to give because we're going to get into our first chicane. Oh. There we go. Oh, and this 99 car goes around. And also Tyler Everest is around. And we still somebody spin in the back. And more cars go around. We got issues. And what kind of issues? Look at this stack up. Evelyn Lauder, last time's winner, is done. John Cittadino involved. Jackson Phillips is in the grass. Joshua Michaels, Tyler Everest we saw. And Evelyn Lauder. Let's go up front again because Thijs van der Voet is caught to the rear bumper of Dustin Caps. And remember, also for this race is the person who wins it will get the honor of being locked in the Phillips Cup Series and the Phillips Cup Series and the which I'm going to name probably the Starbucks Nationwide Series. Oh! And the leader gets turned into the wall. Pole winners goes around, but Dustin Caps, the leader of the race, is in the wall. How about that? Well, we kind of have like crazy stuff over here. Oh yeah, that's the worst camera view of the racetrack. And let's see. Well, we got here then Thijs van der Voet leading. Now we got Aaron Mason in 2nd and Dom Caps in 3rd. There's pole winners. Billy Bishop, William Bedford and Ryan Anderson going after each other. Christopher Harley, Zach Corbett, Anna Greig, Sam Brady and Austin Ogo. Well, this is dicey turn. And I can tell you that pit stops are going to be one of the big issues. And look at this, Eline South has damage. Well, we'll have to take a look what happened to everybody. We'll do that right away. First, let's see, Eline South, she wrecked. Probably somewhere. Yeah. That's what happened to her. But she has a lot of damage over there. I think she was involved in the big one over here. Oh, look at this. Look at this. They were wrecking in the back, and here she's getting turned by the 22 car that is. Trevor Holt. Ooh, Inge Lambriana also got a piece of that. Nice save by Eline. But we have to go to Well, it starts off, of course, with this group. There, Tyler Everest and Joshua Michaels, and there were actually people in front of them were already in trouble. Let's see if we can get a good camera view over here. There the 04 car goes into the wall, and there you see, oh, Hayden Klein gets into it, and oh, hard hit for the 16 car. Pete Landa spins, and then stuff is getting crazy. There you can see, ooh, nowhere to go for those guys. And they get turned. Evelyn Lauder, oh, hard hit also for Nesmith Brown. Both the Browns are involved in that thing. And here everybody just starts spinning and stacking into each other. 9 car Linda Black is with her nose towards the wrong way. And they're waiting for somebody, but I don't know for who. I think it was for Evelyn Lauder, yes indeed. And look at Evelyn Lauder's hit. Oh! Wrong place, wrong time, and Nesmith Brown also hit very hard. They are done. And then they were waiting over here. Then we have to go to... Oh, they spun actually over here. We'll take one look at this. There, ooh. And there goes the 70 car. And let's take a look at what happened to the leader in the race. We'll fast forward it for a moment. Again, instant replays if you haven't seen the previous race. And look at Thijs van der Voet. He made a move and gets into the 6 car and bang into the tire barrier very hard. Paul Winners also went around. So he's on there. And we have had some pit stops over here. And Joanna Darcy, Sean Howell are on pit road. Aileen Zuid, Tyler Everest, Joshua Michaels and Dam Caps. The issue will probably be there. John Ciudadini comes in. And Larissa Vandervoot has a lot of damage. I'm curious if she was also involved in that. Or if something else has happened to her. We'll go through this very quickly. Unless I know enough. Wow. She got turned over. She got run into the 49 car. But she was also involved in... Oh, look at this. Another wreck happened over here. Well, people are wrecking like crazy. And there. She goes on the racetrack and gets hit by the 70 car, I think. Ooh, there comes the 3 car spinning, max power. And does she get out of it? Well, then she gets pulled on the racetrack again. That's not very good. And then hard hit, bang, into her. The 70 car drives. I think Larissa Vandervoot is also done. Here we got the battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. We got Thijs van der Voet and Aaron Mason going after each other. There's 24 car of Dam Caps. Paul Winders. And let's see if we have lost some other people. There's the 66 car of Tyler Brown, who's having some damage. Of course, we cannot get all the replays from every single wreck if so many wrecks happen. There are no cautions over here. All racing, all just flat out racing. And here you see some damaged cars. Joanna Darcy, Dam Caps, Joshua Michaels, Tyler Everest, Renée Brown, Evelyn Lauder and Sean Howell are on pit road. And Sean Howell is very long on pit road. Here we have, well, some people have retired. 21 car, the 12 car, the 10 car and the 5 car. The 12 car, I am curious what happened to her. We'll get towards the 12 car for a moment. Beth's knees having some issues. Let's see. Faster, faster, faster. Maybe she ran into the pit wall. That's something that happens quite often over here. Yeah, indeed, she did. Ladies and gentlemen, the first person to run into the pit wall and retire after that. Take a look at this. Here she goes and bang. Oh man, look at that car. Ouch. That hurts very hard. That hurts very, very badly. And Betsy may have also run into the pit wall. We'll keep an eye on that pit wall. Well, not now. Because we will go to the front. When some people are going to pit. And I'm not sure if anybody is going to pit, but... Here you have a group of cars. very weird Kyrus. Running through the dust over here. Beautiful song, Ava Cassidy. Listening to the top 2000. We are almost done. Because this is Ava Cassidy's Fields of Gold. Beautiful voice. 373 it is. Number 373. And look at Calvin Malone there. Side by side he goes with Keith Batson, that is, in the 28 car. And there, well, that's weird. It says Robbie Gordon up top, but this is actually Leah Walker. So I'm sorry about that, but I have no clue what is wrong with that. Why it says Robbie Gordon, but at least it is the number 90 car for Leah Walker. Thijs van der Voet still leading. Aaron Mason still right behind them. There we got Dam Caps and Paul Winners. And for this race, it is actually true that it is going to be great if you survive it. This already great job by you. Time ago, I can still remember. Okay. William Bedford and Ryan Anderson. And we got Christopher Harley and Billy Bishop. And here we have... Oh! Okay. My sound is cracking up. I was like, what in the world is happening? But it was the sound. That's interesting. There's Trevor Holt and Inge Lambliana. Whoa! Big slide for Inge Lambliana over there. And Hayden Klein is still driving though, just like Tyler Brown. There's Joseph Onesto, Justin Morris, Lisa Brown. Calvin Malone, Keith Batson is still there, and Leah Black, or Linda Black I should say, and Evan Gattuso are there. Then we got Ann Batson, Max Power, Pichu London, and Jackson Phillips, excuse me. Joanna Darcy, they all had some issues. Linda Black is on pit road, or Leah Walker. Damn. Here we get into the this is going to be the issue turn, because they run when they are close together. They run into each other. Ryan Anderson, William Bedford. You have to leave room there, and otherwise you go around. Great job by Ryan Anderson giving room to the 04 car. And there's Zach Corbett in the number 30 car. His Nürburgring race didn't last very long, namely 2 or 3 turns, and then he already flipped over. So yeah, that's a shame. Here we have Justin Morris and Calvin Malone getting a push over there. And Keith Batson, Paz, Linda Black and Evan Gattuso. Here comes Evan Gattuso in a Hooters paint scheme. Wanted to be in a Hooters paint scheme for the last race, but I put him in this race for the Hooters paint scheme, and then probably also for next race, which is going to be the last race, which is going to be tomorrow, as there's 42 car of Sean Howell driving off again. And here we got Thijs van der Voet leading, as the sound is making some weird noises again. And we'll get in a few moments onboard lap over here, because of course this is this is a beautiful racetrack, I can tell you. Le Mans, of course, legendary racetrack. This has been used for, I think, 100 years or so. Maybe less, maybe more, but somewhere around 100 years. That's like crazy. Or maybe it's less, I don't know. But at least it's historical. And it is one of the most well-known racetracks in the world. Nürburgring, or the Nordschleife, is maybe not very well known, but it is big and it's legendary. And here we get some pit stops. Thijs van der Voet. Have to be careful getting on pit road. Through the gravel's no problem, but when you hit the pit wall over here, you're done. And he drives by. 2 cars alright. 24 car coming in. And he is out there. Paul Winners. Oh, Christopher Harley went around. And William Bedford. And I think the 20 car is on in the gravel. Oh, and we got another one into the pit wall. And it's Zach Corbett once again. And look at that car. Literally in the pit wall. That was a hard hit. Oh, and there's Tyler Brown runs into the back of Inge Lambliana. Getting on pit road is one of the most difficult things. This is also not going to go good. Well, and then they did survive that. How is that possible? Evan Gattuso and Linda Black. Oh, this is a great song. And we'll take a look at who ran into the pit wall again. Zach Corbett, the 30 car. This song is called "Video Games" by Lana Del Rey. Maybe you know her, but this is a very beautiful song. Here we go. Keep an eye on Zach Corbett in the number 30 car. More bad luck for him as he's going to run into the pit wall. Here he goes. Bang! And then Sam Brady runs into him. There, 22 car Trevor Holt runs into him. Ingela Muliana has to stop over there. See the Phillips Cup Series logo on her side as contingency stuff. And then we should go to there. Sam Brady and Ingela Muliana is going to get hit here. And bang by the 66 car. So I'm not sure how bad the damage will be for her. Everybody on the racetrack again. We'll go to the front. Let's see if anything has changed. No, Thijs van der Voet is still leading. Thijs van der Voet, remember, that 25 car has not won yet. And also not in the Phillips Cup Series. He has been having some bad runs lately. With 2 DNFs. Almost was involved in a lap 1 wreck at Coca-Cola. And before that he got engine issues or so. So William Bedford now in 94 cars in 5th position. There Ron Anderson and Anna Gregg are getting after each other. There you could see spectator view, although this is more like a helicopter view. But it is still a great view. And we'll get after this lap. Lap 5 will be onboard lap with the leader. Here Anna Gregg is going to make something happen. No, not yet. She's just racing behind the 43 car. And here we got Lisa Brown made up a lot. Lisa Brown made up quite some positions over here. There we got Ann Batson, Keith Batson right after each other. 26 and a 28 car, married couple. Keith Batson, of course, has been in the Phillips Cup Series. Has been very loyal to the Phillips Cup Series. He finished 2nd in the championship over there. But after that, unfortunately, for him it did not work out and he didn't have very many great runs. Still has not won yet. But look at this. Look at this for a moment. Oh. And Justin Morris gets pushed out of the way. Now in front of Ingela Muliana he is. Pichu London a little bit aggressive over there. Of course, no bad. And there we got Max Power and Joanna Darcy still driving. Sean Howells is still driving. And, well, I'm curious what's wrong with this 90 car of Leah Walker. Because she's... Yeah, I mix up Linda Black and Leah Walker a lot of times. But anyway. Here you have Thijs van der Voet and Aaron Mason. And we should get towards this turn. Because with Pichu London being so close to that thing, it's going to get interesting. Well. Oh, we have already passed the difficult turn, I think. Yeah, because there it was. Confusion. Whoa, look at that! Here's some smoke. Something has happened over here, I think. And we should take a look at that, but I have no clue with who it was, so... I do know that... Where's the 94 car? I knew... There he is, okay. So I have no clue what happened over there. Somebody spun, or a couple of people spun. Cannot get towards it. That's of course the bad thing about this, but still a lot of fun to do it. And hopefully for you to watch it. Here we are getting some pit stops, maybe. I don't think so. There's Nick Capps in the number 98 car. This time he has some different colors. Billy Bishop in the 15. And Calvin Malone in the 95. Lisa Brown with Ann Batson right on her rear tail bumper. Say what? Rear tail bumper? What? Well, that's kind of weird. And oh, Ann Batson is going to make a pit stop over here. Okay, that's interesting. And let's see, she should be able to make it alright on pit road. There she goes. Keith Batson. There, Hayden Klein and Evan Gattuso in the number 7 car. And we got Inge Lamoliana and Justin Morris and Peach London. We should have some onboards. I forgot that actually for a moment. But, oh, Peach London is going to make a pit stop over here. There he goes. Goes on pit road. Of course, they have to make some pit stops throughout this race. 70 cars also on pit road. Whoa, that paint scheme, those two paint schemes look very alike, but well, let's go on board then. I want to go on board with the leader, but we should go on board with somebody who just crossed start finish line. Oh, wait a minute, I thought I saw somebody over there in the tire barrier, but I think it was illusion. Well, let's go on board with Joseph and Nessa for a moment, ladies and gentlemen. Over this racetrack, here we go. I'm going to take you through. This is a very difficult turn, more difficult than it seems like. But you have to brake very early for this one. And then you go through this, and this goes actually downhill. And this is the turn where Alan McNish crashed very, very hard. Here we have a left and a right again. And then we have a right with a gravel trap on the left side. If you go through this too hard, you get in a gravel trap and most likely into the tire wall over there, and then your race is over. Now we get on the first long stretch, or a couple of these, and first a very soft turn, and you have to be paying attention. Otherwise, which I had a couple of times, you run very hard into the guardrail on the left side. Didn't know the racetrack very well, and I was not paying attention, so I didn't see the turn coming. You can hear the RPMs; they are all the way up to. Now he moves to 3rd gear and brake. Ooh, he brakes later than I do. I brake before the black stuff comes, because otherwise I will plow towards or through the gravel. Here we got another long stretch. Whoa, that's a very long one. Here he also brakes pretty late. Okay. And then we got another long straight. And this is going to be an interesting straight, because after this you get a slow turn to the right, and you have to brake earlier than that. Otherwise you will wreck. This most difficult thing about this, if you brake too early, here you can see, oh, there's quite some trouble over here. And most of the times I think I brake too early, so then I give a little bit of gas and I run into the gravel. And that's a turn where Anthony Davidson went flying in 2012. Man, that was a huge hit. 2 cars flipping over in one wreck. I'm not sure actually how Anthony Davidson is doing now. But that was a big hit over there. This racetrack is 3 or 4 minutes long. The rate is. I think maybe 4, maybe 5. I mean. There you get another turn, and then you get. I think this is called the S's. I'm not sure. We saw Marc Genet drove into the tire barrier a couple of times. Some people drive into that every race, somebody, and I used to brake too late at this turn and I go into the wall. Actually, I just went up over the wall this morning over there, or maybe not over the wall, but I went on top of the wall. That was not very healthy. So then another interesting straight, and here you have a right turn. Now you get a couple of right, left, right, left, right, lefts. First we get a right and then a left and another left. This is a very high speed turn, and we saw some trouble a couple of times before in the 24 hours of Le Mans. That's a very difficult turn. And here we get another turn, and then I thought that actually we're going to go on the front stretch already, but first we have another right and left. And now we are going to get on the front stretch. Is Joseph Van Nester going to make a pit stop? Yeah. Well, then I'll take you through this chicanes, and then we go back again to TV1. That was our onboard lap over here. And we see some pit stops over here. Trevor Holt is coming in. And I don't know if anybody else is coming in. You got Joanna Darcy. And here we got the leaders. Aaron Mason and Dom Caps is going to make a move on Aaron Mason sooner or later. Whoa, major lag. Sometimes this racetrack has like major lag. That's very weird. It's shocking all over. Well, actually I thought that my laptop would have more issues with lagging, because I record of course the audio with my laptop, and Aaron Mason thought about making a move. Is he going to give the 25 car a shove? No, not yet. Aaron Mason in 2 car looks pretty strong over here. Dump caps, and here comes Ryan Anderson with a move on pole winners. Clean pass. I think he's going to make a clean pass over here. We'll check on that later. First this turn. Well, Ryan Anderson, yeah, he made it. Great job. Ryan Anderson is now in 5th position as far as I know. There's Lisa Brown, and we should take a look at this for a moment. Here there are already quite some cars out of this race. 30 car and the 11 car are also out. 30 car of Zach Corbett, of course, ran into the pit wall. 11 car ran into him. And about the other side, yeah, of course they were. A couple of them were involved in the one of those first turns. It's the first turn after the big straight. They were involved in that major stack up over there. And we got Calvin Malone in number 95, Justin Morris and Inge Lambliana. And we got, Inge Lambliana thought about making a move. There she goes. Justin Morris is getting past a couple of times. There she goes. And we got Tyler Brown and Ann Batson over here. And that might be interesting over here. Look at that. Pushing. Tyler Brown and Ann Batson. Where's Keith Batson? I'm not sure where the 28 car is. 28 car is in front over there. Max Power. Then we got Joseph Nesto, Christopher Harley, and Peach London. Well, they are pretty much apart from each other. And the 90 car is driving again. And she's not sure if she's faster than Joanna Darcy. Joanna Darcy not having a very good season. And look at this pit stops, ladies and gentlemen. That means we have to take a look at the pit wall, because if anybody going to run into it, 94 car, 27 car, I think they all make it. Nick Caps coming also coming in. Yeah, they often run into that gravel trap over there, or straight through it. Billy Bishop. It seems like when they are alone, no harm, no foul. Lisa Brown in number 69 car. There's Keith Batson behind her. I think she has passed Keith Batson, but I'm not sure. And there they come in. Well, let's see if Evan Katusa is going to come in number 7 car. And there's 4 car of Hayden Klein. Yes, they are both coming in. Evan Katusa running through the grass. A little bit through the gravel over there. Hayden Klein. And Evan Katusa coming in. Hayden Klein. And Calvin Malone does not come on pit road. That's interesting. They're Justin Morris and Inge Lambliana. Some people really try to gain as much as they can coming on pit road. Linda Black in the number 9 car coming in. She has some rear end damage. Well, Keith Batson, or Ann Batson I should say, not coming in either. Tyler Brown is. In number 66 car goes through the grass, through the gravel a little bit. And there he comes on pit road. busy for half an hour. We're 1/3 of the race. Damn, then this race is going to be long. Well, I had expected this race to be 1 hour and 15 minutes, somewhere around that. So, Joseph Vanessa in the number 33 coming in, and Christopher Harley in the 20 car. Well, let's hear some news. Oh.
De toevoerleg van de Russische maatschappij Red Wings schoot van de landingsbaan, kwam terecht in een parkingweg en vloog in brand.
Oh.
Het totaal van de crash is vandaag opgelopen tot 5.
So there was five people were killed now in Russia in plane crash. I've heard that a couple of times. And apparently the brakes didn't work of the airplane, and that airplane landed and it flew on a highway or so and burned down. What? Ryanair? Oh. Oh yeah. That's a shame. One of the actually one of the most well-known newsreaders of the Netherlands on the radio has passed away this night, I think. That's a shame. Sky Radio, I listened to that a lot. Sky Radio, sponsor on Charlene van Pelt's race car of the in the Philips Cup Series. There, Lisa Brown. Lisa Brown is passed again by Keith Batson. Okay, they're going to go after each other. This is for 12th position, or 11th position, maybe even, or maybe not even. We still have 28 cars driving. Well, that's great. So, Keith Batson, they are going to go towards the difficult turn again. Don't think anybody has gone into trouble over here. Here comes Lisa Brown with a move. A little bump, a little nudge. Yes. Ooh, maybe not. Lisa Brown is pretty calm yet. And is she going to make a move is the question. No. Oh, the wall. Just another brick in the wall. Roger Waters is going to give a concert soon. Here comes Lisa Brown with a move on Keith Batson. And she's in the advantage in this turn. Here she comes in the number 67 car. Side by side, Lisa Brown and Keith Batson. Rookie versus veteran. And the rookie gets it. And here you have Ann Batson, who's now pretty far behind it. Hey, let's take a look at some dudes near the racetrack. Some French people. Oh la la! Ooh. Oh damn! Oh whoa whoa! Oh, we got a group over here. Peachy London is going to make a move over here on the 65 car of Justin Morris. He's getting passed from all sides. It seems like. Side by side now the 99 and the 65 car go. And Peachy London gets it. So there we go. And there's Trevor Holden, number 22 car. And I think that the 2 car of Aaron Mason might have gone off track. We'll take a quick instant replay of this. Oh, look at this. Look at this. There he goes through the S's. I have no clue how this turn is called. Goes a little bit wide. There comes Dom Caps with a move. And he stays there. Dom Caps goes through the gravel and Aaron Mason gets to run on the outside. Here we go. Live again. And that has given Thijs van der Voet a big lead over here. Anybody actually going to make pit stops? As far as I know. Yeah, Ann Batson is going to make a pit stop. Ooh, she goes very wide over there. Has to look out over there. I don't know if you can get a penalty for cutting corners. Oh, that's enough of a penalty. And Batson in the pit wall and her race is done. That's a shame. Wow. That's what you get when you get too wide over here. When you race too wide. That's a shame for Ann Batson. There's the 65 car. And Jackson Phillips coming in also. Wow. Joanna Darcy. So you have to remember, don't run too wide through the gravel or you're going to hit the pit wall. And that hurts a lot. I mean, that really hurts a lot. Ann Batson has retired. So we're going to have... we'll take a look at Ann Batson. There. And also look how that car disintegrates into that pit wall. That's like crazy. Here she runs a little bit too wide over there. Then even wider over here. Then cuts a little bit of the corner off. Gets on. Oh, and that's a shame. There she goes. Another lovely song. From what year is it? 80s or so? 85. Oh, that's great. So Ann Batson has retired. And here we continue our battle with Aaron Mason in the 2 car and the 24 car of Dom Caps. They continue to battle pretty hard over here. And oh, the impossible. And we have some more battles over here. Look at William Bedford in the number 94 car. He's going to gain on the 71 car of Paul Winners. Here we have some more people. And another battle, Calvin Malone in the number 95 car and Billy Bishop. Contact! Ooh, contact. And Lisa Brown and Keith Batson continue to battle over here. And that's a hard push by the 28 car. But Lisa Brown can hold him off, not very hard push, so apparently. So we'll stay with some of the battles over here. Here we got Thijs van der Voet in first. Aaron Mason and Dom Caps are battling for second position under impossible camera view. And here we got Ron Anderson and Paul Winners and William Bedford in a line. Now we got Austin Ogo and Anna Gregg apart from each other. Then Nick Caps in 9th, 10th here Billy Bishop, and 11th Calvin Malone. They are battling. Also I should mention Charlie Van Pelt. I've made some appointments. I thought, well, maybe the Philips Cup Series race will not be very soon, but first chase race of Philips Cup Series will be either Thursday or Tuesday or Wednesday. And I can tell you, we are going to have a special guest for the 4th time in one of my races, and for the first time it will be Charlene Van Pelt. Of course, if everything goes on as I hope it will be. Charlene Van Pelt's gotta know that Charlene's English is better than Inge's and Eline's English, so that's great. Of course, she said her pronunciation will not be as good as native speakers, and probably also not as good as mine. Well, I'm not sure how good my pronunciation actually is. Now, sometimes I hear myself speak and I think, well, that's really like Dutchism, but well, I don't speak as fluently English as all you Americans and Australians like Ryan Anderson and Max Power do. But that maybe it will come, hopefully it will come. So are we going to have pit stops? That's the question. Yes, yes indeed. Calvin Malone, I was waiting for him to come on pit road. And here we have Hayden Klein and Evan Gattuso in the 7 and the 4 car. Actually, that should be all the way around and then respectively. That doesn't matter. Evan Gattuso and Hayden Klein may be making a move over here. No, Evan Gattuso is going to make a pit stop over there. Look out over here with that dangerous pit bull. And he makes it. Actually, I want to go the other way with the camera view, but doesn't matter. And how many cars are still driving? 28 cars apparently. Here we got the move for second position. Dom Caps moves 2 seconds. That's great. What song is going to be next? Simple Minds, then U2, then Train. Oh great. Oh yes, that's great. And I'm not mean yes from Yuppie or Hooray, that's great. But yes from the band, of course. There we have Ryan Anderson. That's the difference between these two cars. It seems a lot, but it really is not very much. At least not for a race which is this long. This is a great camera view. The dike. And Evan Gattuso. Oh, he has gone through some. Okay, that's okay. And there's the 90 car is in again. Not sure what that is all about. Maybe she had some contact somewhere. And there Christopher Harley comes in. Oh, look out. Yeah, he's going to make it there. And Dam Caps and Aaron Mason are going to battle here for second position, while Thijs van der Voet is still leading. Well, that's interesting. Simple Minds is great. And Aaron Mason is going to try to take that position back. Can he stick it over there? Can he keep it there? That's the question. Not sure, as we have... Oh no, we have no bells over there. Where are we? What turn is going to come over here? I think not the difficult turn, but the S's. At least everything is the S's for me. And I know where we are. Paul Winters and William Bedford are going after each other. And that's what I mean with getting after each other. The 71 and 94 are really pushing over there. And here comes this nobody. And Austin Ogo and Anna Gregg are now close to each other. Nick Caps, there we got Billy Bishop and Lisa Brown and Keith Batson are still together. They've been together for quite some while now. Of course, Ann Batson is gone. Ran into the pit wall, that's a shame. And there's Trevor Holt. Oh, that's a very weird pit exit. Let's take a look at if anybody has retired without me knowing. 90 car, 42 car are laps down. And then of course 30 car and 26 car is the last car to retire. So here we got Thijs van der Voet, and he might be making pit stops. Pit stops are maybe coming soon. Yes indeed, they are coming soon, very soon. Here for Thijs van der Voet. And that very dangerous pit. Whoa, wrong button once again. And Dam Caps coming in and Aaron Mason coming in. Here we got Ron Anderson, and he has to be careful there. There we got William Bedford and Paul Winters. They have passed each other. Paul Winters has been passed over there. And there Anna Gregg and Austin Ogo coming in. Nick Caps in number 98 car. And there's Billy Bishop coming in. Is everybody going to come in? No, some people are off sync, like the 95 car of Calvin Malone, the 65 car of Justin Morris. I knew that name. There's Calvin Malone. Hayden Klein probably also not coming in, though I'm not sure. You never know what's going to happen until they are going to make the move. But I don't think that Calvin Malone will be making a pit stop. But of course we have to take a look here. Calvin Malone, no indeed. And Hayden Klein is going to make a pit stop. Yes indeed he is. There he comes in. And slides it in. Doesn't even... Maybe he doesn't even touch the gravel. That's a great job by him. Doesn't hit the pit wall. Ingela Muliana goes through the gravel. Ooh, the 9 car comes flying in there. There Ingela Muliana makes it, and Linda Black does go through the gravel, but makes it in cleanly. Evan Gattuso is also not going to make a pit stop probably over here. At least that's what I think. No indeed he is not. And then we have Max Power. Oh, he is. Through the gravel and through the gravel. Here you see a pit exit of the number 3 car. Of course not the legendary number 3 from Dale Earner, but this is the number 3 car Richard Childress drove. And these two are also not coming in, and they are going after each other over here. Look at that. While the 66 I think that is going to make a pit stop over here. Great battle over there between Peachy London and Justin Morris. There is Tyler Brown coming in. Jackson Phillips is staying out of, I knew that. Off sync, well, I have no clue how you said it for a moment. I'm starting to get hungry. But I may not eat because we're going to have pizza in a few moments. And this evening I'm going to The Hobbit. I don't know if you guys have seen it already, but The Hobbit, of course, from the legendary Lord of the Rings, my favorite movies. I've seen The Lord of the Rings now, part 1 I've seen 2 times, part 2 I've seen 3/4 times, and part 3, the last one, I've seen 3 times. That's very weird, but of course long movies. And well, we might have lost someone over here, and not somebody, we have lost. Wow, Dam Caps has been having some issues. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a look at what happened over here. Olsen Oga also on pit road, but something has happened, and we'll have to take a look. This is not planned, and I don't even think it's... Well, let's take a look at what happens over here. It happens on pit road, so again issues on pit road, and might as well be the 2 cars going to run into the back of him. Well, let's take a look what happens over here. And indeed it is. Bang. Pretty hard hit. And then Austin Ogo there. And I think for him the same story will be that Anna Gregg is going to run into the back of him. And there she goes. And that's not very good. So they are still on pit road. Are they still on pit road? Yeah, they're still on pit road. Well, that's a shame. That means that Thijs van der Voet is having a major lead over Aaron Mason, who's now second. Third is Ryan Anderson, having a good run. That's great for him. Fourth, William Bedford. And now fifth is Paul Winters. Sixth is still Anna Gregg. Nick Caps is in 7th position. 8th is Kelvin Malone, who has not pitted yet, who's on a different pitting schedule. Then we got Billy Bishop in 9th position probably, and 10th is Lisa Brown. Only Brown still running very good, because the other Brown is... I have no clue actually where Tyler Brown is. Number 66 car. He's still driving in 21st position, it says over here, but that's not accurate. Inge Lambliana going to make a move over here on the 4 car of Hayden Klein. And she makes it, she passes him. That's a battle for Hayden Klein. He's not going to be the point. He was second in points, and he is now tied second in points in the Phillips Cup Series, because points leader is Logan Smith with, of course, 2 wins with the bonus points. But I mean, we are going to have a pretty great chase, I think, over here. Some people, or most people of the chase, sometimes have a good run, sometimes have a bad run, so it will be very interesting, I think. Then this is U2, Bono's voice, very recognizable. There's Tyler Brown, by the way. Then, well, there's the Christopher Harley's damage. Quite some damage on his car. Nothing has changed up front over here. Calvin Malone has not pitted. And 24 and 27 are still on pit road. What a shame it is for the Capses. I mean, Dustin Caps wrecked by Thijs van der Voet on lap 1 while being in the lead in the tire barrier. He retired in 36th position. Then we got Dam Caps running in 2nd position, going to run into the back by Aaron Mason and also on pit road. And then we should look at Nick Caps in the number 98. He's still driving though. There he is, 7th position. That's pretty decent. So the Capses were running good. Not anymore though. And we're going to have some onboards. No, we should actually not do onboards because my computer is barely pulling that. So, well, we're going to take some high views over here. Look at William Bedford, look at Paul Winters. They are going after each other. And Paul Winters, I think he's going to do something about the 94 car pretty soon. Look at the running he has over there. Slipstreaming. And is he going to make a move? There he goes. Paul Winters in the number 71 car. And there he goes. But I don't think, well, side by side, they still are side by side over here. Great battle between Paul Winters and William Bedford. And Paul Winters takes the spot. over there. Then we got Anna Gregg, and there's Nick Capps, Calvin Malone, Billy Bishop, Lisa Brown, and Keith Batson is now giving up some space over there. Drops of Jupiter by train. Here we have a battle. Hayden Klein and Ingela Muljana really going after each other. That is over there your Phillips Cup Series Season 1 and Season 3 champion. And that is over there the Season 4 champion candidate, I should say. Hayden Klein has been very strong this season. Of course, he also won the Christmas Royals. And Hayden Klein is going to make a move here. I can feel it come. There he goes. And I can tell you, Hayden Klein, he has already chosen what cars he wants for the Phillips Cup Series. He wants the 07 car from, well, some previous years. That will be probably Jack Daniels. And then for the Super Speedway Series, he's going to choose a 07 car with Lipton Green Tea as a sponsor. Funny thing is, Lipton Green Tea is a product I sell with my work behind the bar at my dancing school. So there, Hayden Klein, and he does not make the pass on the 01. Ingela Muljana still holding steady over there. And well, I want to finish my story on Hayden Klein. So that's paint scheme, or that car is going to be painted by Ryan Anderson probably, if everything goes as planned. And I like that. Ryan Anderson, very active of course in the Phillips Cup Series, big help to me. And also Joseph Nesto has been pretty good help. And there are some others who have helped me a lot. And that is great. Well, actually everybody who signed up for this series is helping me so much, because I really like to do this. Maybe I'm a little bit busy now with everything, but I think Calvin Malone is going to make a pit stop soon. But I'm enjoying it, and I want to thank everybody who signs up for it every time. And we have some old people, some new people. Indeed, Calvin Malone is going to make a pit stop. Don't run into the pit wall. That's my tip to him. And I don't think he's going to do that. Indeed, he's not. Well, Lisa Brown's also making a pit stop. That's interesting. Then Keith Batson is not making a pit stop, so Lisa Brown also goes off sync. Well, I'm not sure if that is going to pay off for her, but maybe it is. I expect everybody to have to make at least one more pit stop. And some people may have to make a pit stop before, or maybe 2 pit stops. So it's time to check where our leader is. There he is. There's Aaron Mason. There's now Ryan Anderson, who's in 3rd position. Paul Winners and William Bedford. And look at Anna Gregg. Look at Anna Gregg over there. Whoa, talking about being aggressive. William Bedford and Anna Gregg. Of course, Anna Gregg also made his chase. And Anna Gregg was one of the most luckiest persons ever. Because she has not only made his chase, she has made his chase with only 1 single point over that 71 car Paul Winners. And she makes the pass. William Bedford wants to have some space. Well, at least they still are side by side. Look at this battle. William Bedford, now Anna Gregg slides in behind him. Now she loses all her momentum, while Paul Winners is pulling away. There's Keith Batson and Lisa Brown still driving. Or driving again, I should say. Evan Gattuso made a pit stop. I'm not sure if he made a pit stop. My short-term memory is not very good. There's Leah Walker in again, and this time she makes it off pit road pretty soon. Some people are like 2 minutes behind. Are we going to have lap traffic? This is yes. Owner of a Lonely Heart. Great song, great song. Reminds me of Larissa Vandervoot. I asked her, do you know Owner of a Lonely Heart, expecting her not to know it, but she said yes. Great song. So I was like, what? How do you know it? But apparently she listens to Radio Veronica. Or Radio Veronica. She listens to that a lot, and she said that they are also playing a lot of these kind of songs, they play also Green Day a lot. So apparently, I thought, well, that's maybe a good idea for a new radio station. And normally, when I don't listen to the top 2000 and I do listen to radio, I listen to Radio Veronica now. So big thanks to Lars van der Voet for that tip. Keith Batson is now in front of course of Lisa Brown, but that's not really well, that's not really shocking because Lisa Brown made a pit stop and Keith Batson still has to make a pit stop. And there, oh, look out, Joseph Nesto coming in together with Christopher Harley. And Trevor Holt in the number 22 car is going to make a pit stop. We're going to have a couple of pit stops over here. And, oh, 65 car has retired. Oh, a couple of cars have retired. Guys, we had some issues over here. Oh, okay. We had some issues over here. 65 car of Justin Morris has retired. Inge Lambliana has retired. And I think the 20 car also has retired. So Christopher Harley, some issues might have had some issues over here. Well, where did it happen? Pit road again. Yes, indeed. I think it was with pit road. Look at Inge Lambliana. Bang into the pit wall. Look at the next cars. Bang into it. Done. And then the 20 car also retired, but I don't see where he got his damage from, what was wrong with him. Ah, pit road also. Pit road has been the trouble spot, the huge trouble spot today. Look at this. Oh, he barely scraped it, but he was lucky that he didn't disintegrate into it. Inge Lambliana did, so Inge is done. Let's go to guys, we have some pit stops over here and 25 car, look out. Oh, and Billy Bishop is out. Aaron Mason in 2 car. Uh-oh. Oh, Aaron Mason has a slow pit stop. And we'll have to I want to make sure that we check everything that happened on pit road live. Well, not live, but there Thijs van der Voet comes in and he makes it in. And of course we know Billy Bishop is going to hit it. But then Aaron Mason, he goes a little bit wide over here. Oh, look at 43 cars going to fly in. And Ryan Anderson, number 43 car. Look out! Ooh, close. Paul Winners, William Bedford, Anna Gregg, Nick Caps in number 98 car comes in. That car looks very much like 25 car. And there's Billy Bishop, and we should go to this camera view. There he goes wide. Same thing as that Ann Batson did. And he's going to go over here and run into the pit wall, disintegrated, and oh, sorry about that. And his day is done. Keith Batson, this time he has to make a pit stop. And 28 car, lucky that the 16 car is gone. And this car is out on the racetrack again. So let's look over here. Thijs van der Voet is still leader, but now Paul Winners suddenly is in second. Where's the 43 car? He's had a bad pit stop, just like Aaron Mason in 2 car. But of course, it doesn't really matter if you become second, because, well, the thing is, only the winner takes it all. That's like about this. The Dijk, Doe niks, Bloedend Hart. Okay, that's like a weird title. It's called Bloedend Hart, and translated that is bleeding heart. Well, if your heart is not bleeding, I don't really think you're alive, but very weird. There, Nick Caps, Calvin Malone, and yes, indeed, we are. Lisa Brown and Keith Batson are battling again. I love this battle between these two, Keith Batson and Lisa Brown, the rookie versus the veteran. Keith Batson also, I have him on Facebook. Well, pretty good. I can call him a pretty good friend. And also Lisa Brown, a very good friend of mine. But not as good as a friend as her sister Renesmee Brown is. Or at least Renesmee is her racing name. And Lisa Brown passes her. him, I mean. Sorry about that, Keith. Lisa Brown passed Keith Batson. They're Evan Gattuso and Linda Black, Max Power, Leah Walker, Dom Caps is still. Dom Caps is driving again. Peach London, Joanna Darcy, Austin Ogo's driving again. Jackson Phillips, there's Tyler Brown. Well, Tyler Brown, and we should keep an eye on everybody there. Sean Howell, 15 car has wrecked. Wait a minute. Oh, that's Billy Bishop, of course. He wrecked on pit road. 65, I think. Yeah, okay. Oh, we're live. I actually want to put it live, but we are live. So, not sure what really happened to these two guys. I do know that they're battling now. And talking about this battle, look at the 43 car pushing the 2 car. Oh, we have passed the 1 hour mark. Ha! I haven't even noticed that. And Ryan Anderson tries to go around Aaron Mason on the high side. Doesn't really work. A veteran against season 2 race in the Phillips Cup Series. And when I mean veteran, I mean that they are in my not only about the Phillips Cup Series, but also about my season. Well, pretty obvious because Phillips Cup Series is, except for this, the only season I run, only series I run yet. Super Speedway Series signups will be up tomorrow probably. Don't really have time to do that today, so I still have to also make the. I've chosen some fragments or segments or something about for the best of the Phillips Cup Series 2012 thing. I can tell you, we have had some amazing things in the Phillips Cup Series. That's really great. I love it. And I'm going to make it, probably it's going to be 2 parts, because we had so many awesome things happening in the past few months. Started in May or June, and we already had like 61 races. So that's awesome. And Ryan Anderson still behind the number 2 car of Aaron Mason. Do notice that we have a lot of these 1981 cars still left. You got Thijs van der Voet, Paul Winners, and then William Bedford and Anna Gregg are the exemptions. Then we got Aaron Mason, Ryan Anderson, Nick Capps, Calvin Malone is an exception, Lisa Brown, Keith Bass an exception, and then yeah, Hayden Klein and these in the back, Linda Black. They're all kind of exceptions. Not inception, but exception. What song is this? She called her Go Like Alicia. Alicia Wood. That's from the Lord of the Rings. There we got Max Power and Leah Black. Well, going after each other, but that's not really a battle. But, well, this 90 car is pretty fast. I think Max Power is going to make a pit stop. Well, maybe not. There he goes. We're almost going to end this race. Cutting that, they really cut that corner. That's really striking. There, Terhold. Yeah, we may have issues which I don't know about. That could always be the case. Full winners now in 2nd position. And here's the move by Anna Gregg on William Bedford. Is she going to make it on that other side, outside? Well, side by side they go. Here they go, and William Bedford slides behind Anna Gregg. Anna Gregg made the pass. Off to the dangerous and difficult turn. There. And there we got Ryan Anderson also passed Aaron Mason finally. Anna Gregg. And there we have Nick Capps. Only Capps still running after the other Cappses were wrecked. They all actually did not even wreck, they all got wrecked while being the leaders. Calvin Maloney in number 95, Lisa Brown, Keith Batson, Evan Gattuso, Hayden Klein, Linda Black, Here, I look at the names on top over there. It says Robbie Gordon, but I mean Leah Walker. I will change that in a few moments. Max Power, Dom Caps, P2 London, Austin Ogo, Jonah Darcy, Jackson Phillips, Tyler Brown. And then you have Joseph Nesto, Sean Howell. They are still driving, Trevor Holt, but they are far behind. The laps are also way off of the leaders. How much off are they? Well, we'll have to look at that. I think actually this car is going to lap them in a few moments. Because look at where they are now. There they are. And there's Thijs van der Voet. He might be having to lap them before this race is over. Well, that's kind of interesting. Going to have lap traffic. Pole winners in the 71. Anna Gregg, William Bedford, Ron Anderson and Aaron Mason. Or are we going to have pit stops now? They should not have to pit. Only person that may have to pit is Lisa Brown, and everybody who's on that strategy will pit at that same lap. Pole winners does not have to pit. Anna Gregg also not. William Bedford not. Ron Anderson and Aaron Mason also not. Well, actually, Aaron Mason is going to make a move sooner or later again. And we might have the white flag over here. Yes, indeed, we have the white flag, ladies and gentlemen. Thijs van der Voet is short and Calvin Malone does have to pit. There is Lisa Brown. And where's 28 car? Keith Batson. And indeed, Lisa Brown also has to pit just like expected. And oh, she's going to hit the pit wall maybe. Look out, Lisa, and she makes it luckily. Takes the white flag, so she will lose a lot of positions. But we'll have to take a look at where our leader is. There he is. And there's Trevor Holt, and look in your background. There we got our leader. And look in the background. Oh, he had already one lapped car. Sean Howell over there. Oh, he made a Albatross. Fleetwood Mac. Oh, this is a great song. And battle there for second position. Pole winners and Anna Gregg battling it out. Anna Gregg, I can tell you, Anna Gregg is really fast. I think this position will be for Anna Gregg, but I'm not sure. Maybe, wow, look at those cars moving over. They are giving each other room, but they don't want each other to pass. Oh, hello phone. I'm not going to take you. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Most annoying song ever. So, I'm not going to say that word. Thijs van der Voet. How amazing will it be? It will be his first ever win actually in the one of my series. Of course, we had Hayden Klein winning. He already is a winner in the Phillips Cup Series, and also Evelyn Lauder is a 3-time winner and an almost champion. And there is Trevor Holt. There is Thijs van der Voet. And remember, if you think, well, this is useless for these battles, they get nothing. The winner takes it all. If this winner decides to wreck together with the 22 car, it's over. And then one of those two people will be the winner. And look at the 43 car. Oh, the 94 car, I mean. Well, the 43 car is there. No clue why I said a 43 car. Pole winners. And as it was Anna Gregg trying to make a move on pole winners, she now is going to lose her third position to William Bedford. And there the leader has caught up to Trevor Holt. But I want to keep an eye on this battle for a moment. But actually I want to look at this leader also. Thijs van der Voet has to make that pass clean. No issues for him. He cannot use anything that is close to being an issue. Pole winners. William Bedford goes high now. But he is in the advantage in the next turn. Here comes William Bedford. And he is going to take second position, I think. Oh, look out. Close racing over there. And here we got Thijs van der Voet. We'll go towards him. in a few moments. They are going to catch each other in a few moments. But we have to go. Now 94 car slides behind there. So Thijs van der Voet in the number 25 car is probably going to get his first ever win. Not only in my series but in every series, because he doesn't even know that there are more series. He probably doesn't even know how this series works. But Thijs van der Voet, he does like racing. He's one of the few friends who does like racing, but most of the times motorsports, because he has been to the TT circuit of Assen a couple of times. Thijs van der Voet, ladies and gentlemen, in the number 45 car, 25 car I mean, is going to win at Le Mans. And he will be locked in for both the series, and Trevor Holt finishes on pit road. Well, he was already going to be locked in, because I already made his the Hobbit Lord of the Rings car for the Super Speedway series, so it doesn't really matter. But Paul Winners is going to finish in second. Anna Gregg, great job by her in third position. Fourth is going to be William Bedford. Fifth, Ryan Anderson, solid race for him, and Aaron Mason in sixth position. Then Nick Caps is going to finish on pit road. How crazy would it be if somebody wrecks now on this lap into the pit wall? Because if you look at the pit wall, that pit wall is, I mean, is just in front of, or just behind the start finish line. That would be so poor. That would be like extremely poor. Here comes Calvin Malone and Keith Batson, and Lisa Brown has to pit. Don't hit the pit wall, sweetheart. She does not. So she finishes in 10th position, solid 10th position for her, that is. At least I think she has finished. And there she retires, but of course she has finished in 10th position. It was indeed. And the 9 car is also retired. Linda Black. I'm not sure if that was with issues. 15 car. Of course we know Billy Bishop. This is also the Dijk. Yeah, again the Dijk. Whoa. There Evan Gattuso finishes in 11th position. Hayden Klein will finish in 12th position on pit road. Had a great battle with Inge Lamblian until Inge Lamblian decided to hit the pit wall pretty hard. Dam Cabs, what a shame it was for him. But he's going to finish at least here in 23rd position. He's not going to be happy with that. 22nd I mean. Max Power, Robbie Gordon. Leah Walker I mean. That is really annoying. That is so annoying. Well, is this a pass? Well, this is not the 90 car is a lap down. Max Power does finish. So both Australians do have finished. There, Peach and London in 14th probably now. Yes, indeed. And Austin Ogo in 23rd. So I do have to take a look at what happened to the 9 car. But first I want everybody to have finished this race. Joanna Darcy is going to finish here with behind her Jackson Phillips. Here comes Joanna Darcy in the number 49 car, and she has finished in 15th position and 16th position for Jackson Phillips. Then we got Tyler Brown. Do we still have time? Yeah, we have time. We're going to take a look what happened to the number 9 car of Linda Black. No, not the 01 car, but the 9 car of Linda Black. Pretty curious. I'm pretty sure she wrecked into the pit wall. Is there a better way to do this? Maybe. Yeah, indeed, we know enough. Pit wall is the biggest issue this race. There she goes through the gravel. Too much, just like the other two did who hit the pit wall. Here she goes. 3, 2, 1. Disintegrate. Luckily these people are not real, because that would have killed her. What does kill you make you stronger? Well, this does kill you. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think everybody has pretty much finished. Oh yeah, we were waiting for Tyler Brown to finish here. In 17th position he's going to finish. And there he goes. And then Joseph Nesto, Neil Young. Great, Rocking in the Free World. I know this song. But I can't recall it for a moment. Maybe if I hear it for in a few moments, I know it. Joseph Nesto couple of turns for him to go. Then he will finish in 18th position, pretty solid. And well, then 19th will be the 9 car. Then here he comes and he finishes. Keep on rocking in the free world. I told you I know this song. I told you, but I couldn't remember it for a moment. So Thijs van der Voet has won this race. Is it official? Yes, it is official. Only 18 cars finished. 18 cars. All the other, well, actually more cars finished, but were laps down, including the 42, 24, the 27, and the 90 car. Not of Robbie Gordon, but of Leah Walker. Again, sorry about that. Everybody wrecked on lap number 1. And well, I'm going to look for a moment. I just want to know what will happen to the over there in that difficult turn. Can we do it like this? No! Ah, derp. I want to have somebody who was involved. Oh, maybe we should go to the 6. Oh, there he is. John Cittadino. Hey, welcome back, John Cittadino. He has a lot of damage, but I actually want to go to the 20 car. I think they were involved in that wreck in that turn over here, which was with the big one. Oh, we have seen the 21 car, but somebody was wrecked in not that turn, or maybe it was that turn. No, it was this turn. I do want to know what happened over here. There's Aileen side, she gets turned. And that's weird for you that you see some people who have retired. Well, actually, all these people were still in this race. But here something happened. And don't know when, don't know what. Towards the niche, she hit a pit bull if I remember correctly. There, Larissa van der Voet. Was it her that there she wrecked? Ooh. Well, I wanted to look at that, but something happened over here which caused all those major skid marks to be there. And I'm kind of too tired to look at that now, and this race is already long enough. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this for now. So again, Charlie van Pelt will be commentating probably with the Philips Cup Series race 16, race 1 of the chase at Texas. And we're going to rock in this free world. Thijs van der Voet has won this race and will be locked in both series, as he actually already was, but that doesn't really matter. He can call himself a Le Mans winner. Ladies and gentlemen, I will see you next time. We will go to figure 8 style racing. 2 groups of 20 cars, then only 10 cars continue unless there, or actually only the top 10 cars continue unless, but under the condition that you have to finish. So you have to finish, and you have to finish in the top 10, and then we are going to have a somewhere around 20 cars left, and then after that we will just race one segment, and then of the cars that are left, they are going to race probably together, but I still have to figure that out. Figure 8 that out. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We're going to round things up over at the Grand Prix of Le Mans. Circuit de la Sarthe. One of the most beautiful racetracks in Europe. Actually, we should also go to Spa, but no time for that now. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time at Figure 8 Bone Crusher.